Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm back. Crazy as I can possibly be. It's just one of those mornings when you're trying to readjust to finally getting home again to your own house. But I've been running around between Australia and New York. I've been everywhere. So a little tired today, but happy to be home. Got some big things coming up these next couple of weeks here in at home and the area, and looking forward to them. I'm going to put a little bit more light on me if I can get it. Um, it's just one of those things here. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see it. Look, let's see if I can get it to work. I'm coming. Let's see. But I don't know. For some reason, my house decided to do its own thing while I was away. I came in last night and I was just there. It is, and I was just amazed at they had, I guess it's been raining or something went on these last few days, and I found like those big huge roaches. They, in fact, one was coupling in my kitchen, and I said, okay, that's a laugh. That is definitely a laugh today. That is our word, laugh. Oh man, I was too through. And then I went over near the sink and I found another one. And while I was gone, I know the my exterminator guy was here, but I wasn't here, so he couldn't get in the house. But I hate those. I hate all of them, but the big ones, child, please. I'm ready to leave the world when it comes to them. I have this a phobia for them. And then I think I had the test done to see if I what I was allergic to, and guess what? Any kind of roach. So it's not my thing. I'm not looking from it all. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Debbie. Well, you don't look awesome in that blue. Oh, well, don't you look awesome in that? Thank you. It's like blue and it has some purple in it. So I decided to put on the purple to try to bring it all together. But thank you, Debbie. They're prehistoric in that size too. They are. I just think it's just who invented them. I know he did upstairs, but I'm like, what's their purpose? What's their purpose on the human scale? I feel they have none, but obviously they must have some. They must have some purpose. But anyway, I hope you've had a couple of nice days since I talked to you last. I broadcast Monday from New York, and if you go back and look at that one, it had these little they were like little nesting areas or just coveys that you could sit in and do your work, because they had an access for you to do your plugins for whatever you need, if you needed to utilize your computer or your phone or whatever. It was wonderful, and I said if I could just bring that home with me, that would have been wonderful. But that was in the hotel where I was at, so that was pretty cool. Their purpose is to drive us back. You bet, back crop crazy. You're absolutely right. I think they have really driven me off the edge. Every time I see one, I want to scream. And of course, when we coming in, my daughter was here with me. She said, "Look at that." So that was my laugh, and I said, "You know what? Tomorrow's word is going to be laugh." How many of us need a laugh now that the summer is probably officially begun? The heat is on. The some of the attitudes are heightened with frustration and anger. There were so many people that cut us off while we were in New York. I said, wow. And I remember them being more kind than I found this time. This time I found they were kind of rude, and I didn't understand that at all, because if I'm rude, I'm going to keep track of it. And that means I have a reason. I didn't feel I gave these people any reason to be rude, but they were rude. They were rude. So I said, well, okay, I'm redefining the area of New York that I grew up in, but it's a lot of hustle bustle, a lot of people. But I had the foods that I wanted to have, because down here, Debbie, there's food in New York you cannot get in Florida. Say so. If you can, you cannot get it. But I brought some some I don't know if you've ever had it, Debbie. It's called tomato pizza, and you buy it at Parker's Bakery in Schenectady. And oh my God, it is absolutely wonderful. But it's called tomato pie, actually. I used to call it pizza when I was little, but it's called tomato pie, and it's eaten cold. Ironically enough, they obviously cook it in the oven and everything, and it has a lot of tomatoes on it. Oh, you've had it? Good. Good, good, good. Good morning, Joan. How are you? Well, tomato pie is wonderful. If you've ever been to New York in that portion of the area, they have the best Italian food ever, hands down. Outside of Italy, that's where you're going to go and get your food on. It was, I didn't gain any weight because I've been walking so much, but it was definitely, definitely good food to be eaten. And the wedding, let me just tell y'all a minute about the wedding. That's where my smiles and laughter came to, because the last time I was home in June of last year, my brother had passed, which was their uncle. So it was just a different vibe from last year to this year. So to see them all laughing and smiling and throwing back our heads with things that, somebody did or said back when we were younger, or they were younger, and I was telling them their stories. It was absolutely wonderful. The wedding was off the chain. If you've been online and you've seen my posting, I was just absolutely amazed. I've never, and I've been to a lot of weddings, upscale or whatever, but I have never seen a wedding done like that. I was running around talking about, wonder where that came from. And it was inside a renovated bank building. And the bank was, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, she is beautiful. My niece, oh my goodness, she's absolutely stunning. Um, but I kept saying, where's this place that I had never been to the place? Because obviously when I lived there, it was a bank, but they converted it and renovated it from a bank to an event hall. So even the safe is the backdrop now, and all kinds of beautiful paintings on the walls and vases and things that went in the old time banks. That's what you had going on. It was really pretty because they wanted you to come in and let your money know that it was safe, and everything in there was gorgeous. Well, I tell you, even on the third floor was a balcony that, they had music out there, and they had drinking from the time they started till it ended at 1 o'clock in the morning. And if you notice what I said, one of the things I said on there is that, here I am hanging with everybody else until 1 o'clock in the morning. And I said, it is not my time anymore to turn up, but it's time to turn in. So finally, when I turned it in, it was like, I think I got to bed that night at 2 o'clock in the morning. But just so it's such a happy time, such a time of laughter. And I said, that's what I want to talk about. Just how do we get back to the point where we can get over the things that happened to us through COVID, or who we might have lost, or who is kind of hurt our feelings or done some things that make us where they've stolen our laughter. And I said, I want a time when I'm just full of laughter. And this weekend, it was all of that. It was all of that. I everywhere I looked, people were smiling, and there were a lot of people in there. We kind of got lost in the crowd. There were so many people. At one time, on the dance floor, practically the whole ballroom was in there because a famous recording artist came and sung to the bride and groom. Well, that killed me. I'm like, wow. And I'm so short. Okay, I said it. I could not get up to get near any of that action, but it was going on. It was awesome. And my daughter got some of it, and then some other people that were at the event, they got other portions of it. So to see things like that and see people in such high spirits of laughter was really, really wonderful. And says, thanks for sharing those awesome wedding pictures. Thank you. So let's talk a little bit about laughter today, because I think it's good to laugh. I think it's healthy to laugh. I think it is probably one of the things that lifts people's hearts and spirits when somebody makes them laugh. We used to force each other. We used to tell each other funny things when we were little and see who was going to be the first one to break into laughter. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was always the one. I was the one that would go down and just thought everything was funny. So here's a poem I found this morning. It's called Laugh. It's Poet Unknown. It says, build yourself a strong box. Fashion each part with care. Fit it with a hasp or padlock. Put all your troubles there. Hide therein all your failures and each hitter cup you got. Lock all your heartaches within it, then sit on the lid and laugh. Tell no one of its contents, never its secrets share. Drop in your cares and worries, keep them forever there. Hide them from the sight so completely, the world will never dream half. Fasten the top down securely, then sit on the lid and laugh. That's good stuff. How many of us tell all of our secrets, all of our hurts, so that people always feel sorry for us? Because every time we have just a regular face, they've gone on in and brought up to their mind all the things that we've told them. Sometimes you have to keep things to yourself. They're your things. Sit on that lid. It says, sit on the lid and laugh. It is what it is. Sometimes we cannot get beyond who we are, where we are, what we've done. Okay? We cannot. Okay? We can't change our past. We can change how we feel about it as we go forward. That's what we can do. But good morning, Miss Rosie. How are you? I love you. I love you, OJ. I love you, Carolyn. Oh man, everybody's coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Laughter is healing. It is medicine. It is. I really feel. Sometimes you tell me something that's funny, I can probably laugh every time I see you. I can think about what you told me and laugh some more. That's how I feel about laughter. I feel it's good. It says laughter can clear some of the cobwebs in the brain. Absolutely. Absolutely. And clear our hearts out, because we sometimes feel sorry for the things that we've said and we've done, but eventually, no matter what we said or done, we've done it. You can't change it. You might as well find a new attitude as you go forward about it. So that's our poem for the day. But I'm gonna ask you something. How many of you have ever dealt with really being what they call confined to your laughter to the point where you can't move? I love it. I love my laughter to the point that I know, and it says, what is laughter? And I'm going to read it off my phone because my printer didn't print it all. It says laughter. It says it makes the spontaneous sounds and movements of the face and body that are the instinctive expression of lively amusement, and sometimes also of contempt or decisions. It says it is that contempt, that ridicule, or that mockery that makes us feel like we can laugh. And how many of us have been in situations that we're not supposed to laugh and we do? I remember as children, my mother would give us that look down, all the kids, as we sat in the pew. She'd look down that aisle. We'd be tickled at how she was looking at us, but we better not laugh right away. As soon as she turned her head, what were we doing? Laughing. We were laughing. So laughing is this thing called the chuckle, the howl, the crackle. It says it's also the roar, because sometimes people can roar when they laugh, and that's really good. Good morning, Maurice. It says we can hoot, we can split one side, we can be in stitches, we can be rolling in the aisles. And I have a friend that every time I would tell her something, this is no lie, every time I would tell her something that was so funny, she would run across the room, and she always reminded me of a pinball machine. She would run up and hit the machine and run back and run over there. And I said, girl, you're going to be tired. She said, girl, say something to me again about that thing right there. She'd run around the room, and I just loved it every time. And I would always find things that made her laugh. It says a laugh is also a giggle and a TT. So laughter is something that we should all do. We should enjoy our time on this earth, because we don't know when we're going to leave here. we might as well enjoy the times that we can. Yes, we have to go through our sorrows. Yes, we have to go through our troubles. Yes, we have to go through things that people do to us that end up being mean, unkind, you know, disheartening. But when it's over, move on. Find something that makes you laugh and makes you love going forward. It says, yes, I love that infectious laughter that gets everyone going. Me too. Me too. There's nothing like good. In fact, I love a good comedian. I ain't gonna lie. Laughter is a release. It is, Maurice. It is. Sometimes we have to we don't realize how much tension has built up in us over time, built up in us for whatever we've been through. Me too. No matter what we've been through, we realize that we're tense, or we're intense. We have so much going on. When we release it and we let it go through our laughter, through our, I think laughter, relaxation, are releasing. When we've allowed ourselves to let whatever going on go, we're done with it. It says, I try to make people laugh all the time. Yes, you do, especially with the usher. Okay, the usher that emerged during the pandemic. If you ever go to his area, his website, it's funny. He's got funny stuff, and I know he's on YouTube, and I know he does it through Facebook as well. So look at that usher that he brings forward. And the ushers are the people that's supposed to usher in the church. But the one I looked at the other day, Maurice, was where you and the monkey were deciding that the music was a little more unsacred. We'll put it that way, okay? More secular, as we put it. And y'all were dancing. You started dancing. Next thing you know, the monkey was dancing. I'm like, wait a minute. And then you open the door and they start dancing again. I said to the outside, I said, okay, he done turned away from what was going on in the church. He done gone to the street. That's good stuff. But anyway, when we break this word down, and I'm going to ask you before I go on, are you stuck this morning on being able to laugh? Are you stuck this morning where you don't know what it is to laugh and understanding the importance of laughter? Here's how you do it. It says, first of all, it says you should be lightened, enlightened. It says lightened, amusing, lighthearted is the word, lighthearted, and be amusing in your approach to life. Yeah, we got to deal with serious stuff sometimes, but sometimes all we need is a good laugh, a good laugh. It says amusing and entertaining, in which is a person's behavior. They're cheerful and carefree. How many of you are cheerful and carefree? I can tell you that most of the time I am. I love it. I love to put a smile on somebody's face that maybe was experiencing something that wasn't pleasant or made them unhappy. Even if my smile only comes to them temporarily, I want them to have it. I'm going to give it away. It's part of today's giveaway things, okay? So it says that when we are lighthearted, we're also cheery and we're happy. We're merry and gay. What would you write for your L? I said lighthearted. What would you write? Okay, it also says that they're merry, they're glad, they're gleeful, joyful, lively, perky, bright, okay, bubbly, optimistic. Okay, that means they're not going to be down in the doldrums about it is. They're going to be, I am what I am. This is how I am today. Okay, loony, yes. Lively, I get. Loony, that would be me. I take that loony thing on. I'm a Looney Tune at times. Okay, then it also says that they're positive, free and easy. Many of us are free and easy. We realize that there's things that we cannot control, and we deal with the issue as hand. But when it's done, it's done. Can't deal with it anymore. It's a done thing. Okay, and it says that we also may be, vacuous. How do we be that we're here to bring as much of the light into us as we can and give it on back. We're going to give it back to you. just letting you know how much we want to be basically a joy, which I talked about the other day. I didn't realize that these two were connected until just now. The joy, which I talked about on Monday, and here we are on laughter on Wednesday. What will I do on Friday? Don't know yet. But we want to show people that laughter may bring them out of wherever they're at, whatever's going on. Sometimes even in sickness, somebody needs a laugh, you know, give them a chuckle, that brings them out, even if it's only for a minute. At least they had that thing that said, that she made me laugh, he made me laugh. Try it. When we move on in the word of laugh, we go with our A, and our A is acuity. Acuity. And acuity talks about the sharpness or the keenness of thought, the vision and hearing. So if you're being acute about where you are, you're paying attention. You may see an opportunity to make somebody else laugh. Throw it on out there. Give it to them. Be sharp about it. It says that you've really gotten into the insight of the other person, where they're at. They're down, bring them up a little bit. It's not saying that you're going to keep them up, but you're there for the moment. You're there for the minute. And maybe you're there for the hour. When I go visit people that are sick, I really try to do my best to cheer them up. I'll start with a cheer. I'll start with a smile. And then I'm going to end with a hug if they'll allow me, because it's still post COVID. What can I do? How can I show them that they are worthy, they are necessary, they are loved, they're cared about, and I want to make them smile down to the heart. So anyway, it talks about when you have this acuity, you're really paying attention to what others are going through. So it says, airy, I like, and amuse, I love that. Yes, to amuse somebody would certainly make it part of their opportunity to laugh. And being airy, lighthearted, there it is. That's wonderful, Deb and Joan. Thank you. So acuity talks about the insight and the intellect, the intelligence that you're bringing forward because you're capturing these things. It talks about the awareness. How many times have we might have missed something that somebody's face might have said in terms of their affect, or their tone in terms of maybe they're monotone or very quiet or barely audible. How can you reach them? And sometimes you may reach them non-verbally with a smile, just saying, you know what, but I'm here anyway, no matter what's going on. I'm here. I'm here for you. Love you, care about you. That's important. So it also talks about one's intuition. How much intuition do we have? Affection. That's really good too. Ooh. And when we laugh, we are offering our form of affection, letting people know that we care and acknowledging it. Yes. Yes. These are great. Oh my goodness. I love them. Great, great, great. And the last thing it talks about is that we really should be on our best, observation. We're observing others as, where they're at. Can we give them something that we have? The other day I talked about this joy down in my heart. When we bring that out, that can become joy on display, joy for others to see, joy for others to acknowledge that we're giving, this thing that we want them to know that we care. My U for laugh is unchained. Remove the chains, fastening or securing something. So when you sometimes are helping other people, you may tell them that it's all right that they come out. It's all right if they smile. It's all right if they laugh, even if they're going through tough times. So the unchaining really talks about just liberating, helping them be liberated into themselves. United. Oh, that's good. Ultimate. Oh, united, ultimate unity. unified, all of those words, wonderful, unleashed. What? Hey, you ready to see? Hey, babe, how are you? Wish you were here next week, but I know you're still out of town. But anyway, give me a call. But anyway, the love that we feel and give to people, if we let them know we are unchaining, helping them unchain themselves, we can't unchain people, but we can certainly put ourselves in a position that they can feel unchained, you know. And it says when somebody is unchained, they may feel liberated, unshackled, untied, discharged, freed, unbound. They can smile. They can smile. They can have a smile on their faces just because you showed up. You showed up with that thing to say, you know what? We're gonna go out. Maybe we're gonna go out for ice cream, or we're gonna go out for a walk, or we're gonna go to, out for lunch. We're gonna do something that just brings you into, my little space for you to laugh a little bit, my little space for you to understand that trouble don't last always. Isn't that what the song says? It does not. No matter what we're going through, it does not last forever. It gives us an opportunity to say, I had a breather today. I'm feeling better today. Somebody stopped by to see me today. I feel that eventually all that I do now I won't be able to do because that's age. As I age, I want to age like my mother. And my mother, not only did she walk, and they called her the little road runner, I want to be able to really say that I have lived my life. That when it's time for me to rest, I'm going to rest. But I hope it's with a smile. I hope it's with laughter. I hope I'm not running around crazy in my head, but I'm hoping I'm still able to hold on a conversation that says, you know what? She's still laughing. Here she is. As old as she is, she still got a laugh to say. She still have a laugh to offer others. That's what I want to do. Unbound, liberated, unshackled in my willingness to help others and hopefully, their ability to see me and laugh with me. Okay. My G, my G is so simple. I know y'all gonna come up with a G. What y'all have for your G? My G is my glad. GLAD. How glad I am if I'm offering up a smile. How glad I am if I'm laughing. How glad, pleased, delighted, happy, overjoyed. These are all the things that speak to what glad is. It says there, once again, there's that word gleeful, gloriously. I love that too. Yes. It says that when somebody is satisfied, they're going to be glad. Thankful, they're going to be glad. Grateful, they're going to be glad. In love, they're going to be glad. Okay, all these glads. These are glads now. These are glads. All these are glads. It says koofed, very pleased. Glad. Glad is one of those words that just says, yes, I can be genuine. Yes, that is good, Maurice. Giggle, yes. I love giggles. I always used to think that when you get the babies giggling, especially when you tickle them up under the little chin or their feet, the bottom of their feet. Oh, I saw babies this weekend. Oh, they were adorable. They were adorable, just adorable. Laugh until the sides hurt. Don't hold back your laughter. Absolutely. Sometimes, Maurice, I get so tickled that I almost lose consciousness because somebody told me something that was just that funny. It is what it is. I will go on out on you and I come on back. But the child, sometimes I'm just that tickled. A good giggle. That's right. We need a absolute good giggle. And my H, look, I'm already at the end of the word. My H with you guys is my humor. What humor do I bring with my laughter? I'm probably going to come up with a joke or tell you something that I seen, that I witnessed. That's humor. Okay, so it says humor, the quality of being amusing or comic, especially as expressed in literature or speech. Hilarious, that's good. Having fun, that's great. Yes, yes, yes. Who else? Healing, yes. Happy, yes. How many of us have known that healing to us, to our bodies? And it says that if you can laugh, then you're healed. That's also a healing mechanism. I love it. Let's see. Let's see. Hardy, hysteric. I love hysteric. I love happy. I love hearty, because all those things are there. And healing, all of those. Having fun, being hilarious. Two people said hilarious. Yeah, Debbie and Miss Terrellin. I love being hilarious. I love it. I love it when everything is so funny that everybody in the room is laughing. Okay. So it's not just that there might be some comedian up there. Sometimes we are comedic ourselves. We could probably be on stage with some of the things that we conjured up in our heads, or we put together based on what it is that we see. All of those things. So to have humor is the quality of being a music or comic, especially as expressed in literature or speech, as I said, but it's a mood. Okay. When somebody sets the tone for you to laugh, you can laugh. It says it offers a temper that just says that's funny right there. That is funny. A disposition, a humorous disposition is one that's probably going to be, once again, lighthearted. Howling is good. Honest is very good. Don't give me the fake laugh. Absolutely. I'm going to laugh. When I'm going to laugh, I'm going to laugh. I have a brother that never really laughed heartily. Okay. He always said, oh, we would just be so absolutely on the floor about that. So we would do that just to hear him say he never really laughed. Now he was sharp there. Now he dressed well, he was sharp, but he didn't laugh. He didn't laugh. A hoot. That's good. The hoot is good. So anyway, it says it's also a disposition. It's a state of mind. They said humor is a state of mind where one can think of things that are funny. And a lot of times the best things that you can make people laugh about is family. I don't know how. Family, work, what do you all can laugh about? Family, work, your children. Well, the children would be family. Let's see what else. Sometimes church. I'm just saying. What else? Anything is good. Anything is good. Humor also says it is a frame of mind, that sometimes if you have a mind that can be humorous, you can think about things. Sometimes I can think about things and it makes me tickled. It says politics. Okay. Ronnie, that is so true. Politics would be good. Yes. Okay, I love it. Gut busting laughter is just great. I just love a good. I'm telling you, I love a good laugh. And the last word on here for the glad is the spirit. How the spirit of humor is wonderful. Some people, they live every day feeling a lot of laughter. They just feel it. It's in them. They come with it. you know in fact, as soon as they enter the scene, everybody is laughing. I watched that at the wedding over the weekend. Some people, they were so funny that people would let, here they come, what story you got to tell today? So laughter, it's a part of us. Good morning, Erica. Family for sure. Absolutely. We can always find some things with our family. And I got that opportunity to see that. And I was delighted. I came home content, even though I'm going to see a few of them next week. But I was really, really content on just the opportunity to see laughter and joy on display at my niece's wedding, and all the things that led up to it, and even after they all came to the hotel to make sure that we were. In fact, they do that every time we come. They're going to come wherever we are, and they bring food and bring their laughter, and we take pictures and all those kinds of things. So it was absolutely a laughable weekend, but it was a beautiful weekend. Sometimes we have to honor what it is that, for me, God has shown me that life is. It's full of ups, it's full of downs. It's full of all arounds. But when we get an opportunity to really say that we know love, we know laughter, and we know living our lives fully, that's important. That's important. So what I want you guys to do today, I always give you some homework. I don't know if y'all knew it, it as homework. I always give it to you as homework because I want you to make the biggest opportunity, the biggest thing forward on making somebody laugh today. Laugh. Find laughter. Hey, my friend. I know you make me laugh too, Claydine. I love you. I love you. I love you. But anyway, Erica, Rhonda, Joan, Debbie, Maurice, Tara Lynn, whoever's at the top, because I'm not scrolling back. Whoever, I love you guys. OJ, everybody, find somebody today before I see you again on Friday. Make them laugh. Laugh with them. Okay, laugh with them. Make it a day of fun, even if it's only for 15 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Make somebody laugh. And I guess what? They'll make you laugh back. And you can say, I love you. I care about you. Let's live our lives to the fullest any way we can. And sometimes, even with the pain, we can still find laughter. I love you guys. I'm going to see you on Friday. On Friday. I'll see you on Friday. I'm going to go do some work now. I'm already back into it. Got a meeting at 11:30 this morning. So I'm going to finish this. Then I'm going to go do what's next. Okay? I'll see you all soon. Thank you so much for joining in. You don't have to leave no money or anything. Nothing like that. But if you would do one thing for me, there's 9 or 10 of you on here right now. Hit the share button. Let it be shared. I am a rising star again. I got that again. That's my I don't know, 5th or 6th week now of getting that. So I'm really excited about that Facebook Meta is seeing me as being somebody that engages people and makes it where there's some excitement that you all are coming on and answering and coming up with your own ideas. Okay. Love you, love you, love you. See you on Friday. Laugh, everybody. Are you stuck? Not on laughter. Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a great day. Be safe out there.